Qin Feng checked the time, 7 o'clock. They should be exercising early. Awakening was a significant event in one's life. This was indeed convenient for Qin Feng. He recalled the layout and finally found his bed, then went to the communal bathhouse on this floor with his toiletries in hand. Pulling out Xiao Bai from his pocket, the little guy looked almost identical to how he appeared just after birth last night. His fluffy white fur was evenly spread. Not a speck of dirt marred its pristine whiteness. His black eyes opened wide, and both his small ears perked up. Wait! Qin Feng felt in his pocket again and discovered that the energy core he had previously placed there was missing. He knew this energy core was meant for his own use. He hadn't sold it to Zhu Xingfu. A slight dampness remained in his palm, and Qin Feng's gaze fell on Xiao Bai. Did you eat the energy core? Yea, Xiao Bai looked guilty, avoiding Qin Feng's questioning stare with his black eyes. Under such scrutiny, Qin Feng found no words to reproach him. Never mind, as long as you're not unwell. The power of that energy core was considerable. If Xiao Bai couldn't handle it and died from overeating, this was what worried Qin Feng. You stay here for now. I'll take you out later. Placing Xiao Bai in the basin, Qin Feng took a cold shower himself. After adjusting his combat suit, he changed into clean clothes that had long since faded to a dull gray, softening the sharpness of his appearance. With everything ready, Qin Feng placed Xiao Bai back in his combat backpack and headed toward the old dean's office. But just as he reached the door, laughter came from within. Fine, fine. I only hope you both can make something of yourselves. As for any gratitude, no need to mention it. Recognizing the familiar voice, Qin Feng knew it was the old dean. Lin Derong was 80 years old, a respected elder who had reportedly been involved in the construction of the Chengbei settlement during his grandfather's time. For 30 years, he served as the orphanage's director. This wasn't an ideal position, at least not for someone with his talents, but his kindness and benevolence filled the orphanage with hope. Even here, Qin Feng felt this was a home worth cherishing. The office door remained open, and Qin Feng's smile faded when he saw who was inside. It was Chen Ming. For a moment, Qin Feng's expression reverted to its original state as he knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Inside, Lin Derong and Chen Ming turned toward the entrance. They spotted Qin Feng. Kang Feng, you're here too. Lin Derong seemed unsurprised. Are you also planning to leave? Also, is Chen Ming leaving as well? Qin Feng looked at Chen Ming. Chen Ming's face showed a moment of discomfort. He had been on good terms with Qin Feng in the orphanage, but after yesterday's incident, he felt guilty for fleeing first. Yes, Kang Feng, are you also planning to move out? Have you awakened your special abilities? Chen Ming tried to sound calm while shifting the topic, secretly wondering if Qin Feng had indeed awakened his abilities. No, Qin Feng denied it outright. It's actually you who needs to leave now. Chen Ming's lips curled into a smug smile. I met a mercenary squad yesterday and they want to take me in. I'll be part of their team, living in an apartment with them. The apartments were naturally different from the orphanage dorms, making this arrangement quite favorable. Yes, Chen Ming found a good squad. Kang Feng, are you also thinking about joining a mercenary squad? Why don't you let Chen Ming introduce you? You two brothers could look out for each other. Lin Derong hurried to say. Chen Ming's smile was forced. Thinking of what the mercenaries had told him yesterday, he looked uncomfortable. I can't decide. I need to ask the captain first. But I heard they've already filled their quota with new recruits. Qin Feng couldn't help but sneer at such a person. He didn't dare consider Chen Ming as a brother. I don't want to join a mercenary squad. Maybe I'll go to the higher institute instead. But that's quite expensive, and if you really want to go, I can contact some companies and sign a training contract with them. After graduation, you could work for one of those companies, which would be better. Old Dean, no need. I'll figure it out on my own. Qin Feng didn't want Lin Derong to owe him this favor. Besides, he had plans for the next 10 years and didn't want to join any company. Well then, let me process your paperwork now. The old dean began bustling about. Qin Feng asked Chen Ming casually, "What's the name of the squad you joined?" "It's called the End Squad." Chen Ming was wary but couldn't deceive Qin Feng, so he had to say it. A good name." Inside, Qin Feng felt a surge of anger. Back then, after narrowly escaping from the lab and returning to Chengbei, Zhou Hao was already dead. With no one left, Qin Feng naturally returned to the orphanage. But he hadn't expected Chen Ming to return to the orphanage, see his injured self, and immediately make a call. Qin Feng still remembered what Chen Ming had said back then. "Captain, you didn't capture Kang Feng for experiments, did you? Why is he alive?" "Yes, he's at the orphanage now." "Good, good. I'll try to keep him here. Come quickly." The thought of that time filled Qin Feng with fury. But his injuries were still too severe, and he was too weak to fight Chen Ming. So he fled during the night, leaving Chengyang City behind. Chen Ming's captain was a member of that illegal lab, and this End Squad was part of an alliance hidden within the settlement. It seems Chen Ming doesn't know the truth about this squad. In just half a month he should find out. But not only did he fail to keep my secret, but he also tried to kill me again. Such people are truly terrifying. We've been together for so long. Since that's the case, I can't let him know I awaken my abilities now. Not only could Chen Ming not say anything, but Qin Feng had changed Zhou Hao's fate. If Zhou Hao also awakened his abilities, to prevent the lab from targeting him, Qin Feng would help hide it. Qin Feng couldn't allow his true brother to suffer any harm. "All right, here you go." Lin Derong handed over the organized documents to Qin Feng. "Thank you, old Dean. I'll come see you in a few days," Qin Feng said, not just out of courtesy. He really needed to visit the old Dean soon. That day was when Lin Derong had an accident.